Here's the best way possible to earn and spend your candy currency in Madden 26. Now, Salsa family, and welcome back to another Madden 26 Ultimate Team video. Hope you watching this one are having a wonderful start to your day. And before we get started, the first person that comments the slowest, most feared champion in the game right now gets a $10 gift card. And without further ado, let's get this video started. All right, now if you didn't already know, candy currency is the name of the game in the most feared program. Instead of quick selling your cards for training, you're gonna get candy. And with that candy currency, you can pick up champion players, you can pick up BNDs, you can upgrade players to champions, you can open up some of the most rare packs in this game. There's a lot you can do with this currency. Let's start with the boring part. How do you get it for cheap? Because honestly, this is the quicker explanation. We're going to be going through and calculating a coin per candy ratio. And essentially what that's going to tell us is that's going to tell us the cheapest way possible we can get candy currency. Now, don't worry, boys. I've gone through, I've ran the numbers on this. Let me just pull up my spreadsheet really quick. But what I've done is I've gone through all the overalls. So basically 84s, 87s, and 89s, and determined how much candy you get for quick selling the card, as well as how much it's going to cost to buy them. Now, first things first, with your 84 overall players, if you grab these cards at 30K, which I should have bought that one at right here, you are going to be getting a 13 coin per candy ratio. Now, I will say this, prices fluctuate a ton. At the time you're watching this video, they may be up or down a tiny bit. As you can see, 33K right here is an acceptable deal. If you go through and buy at 30K, you're getting a 13 coin per candy ratio. Not bad. Okay, next up, the 87 overall players. If you grab these cards at 150,000 coins, you are getting a 17 coin per candy ratio. Again, we want this number as low as possible. We want to spend as few coins as we can per piece of candy we're getting in this game. And 13 is obviously lower than the 17 that we see right here. So you're probably going to avoid the 87 overall players. Now, obviously, prices can change. Numbers can change. Things can be different in a couple of days. But at the time I'm recording this video, 87s are a 17 coin per candy ratio if you get them at 150K, which is how much they're selling for right here. To get Madden 26 Ultimate Team coins for your account at the cheapest price on the internet, check out MMOEXP by clicking the link in the description and use the promo code SWIFT to save an additional 8% on your order. Then next up, the 90 overall cards. If you buy these cards at 490,000 coins, which, wow, they might be a little bit cheaper. You can probably snipe them at a lower price. But if you buy them at 490,000 coins, you're getting a 17 coin per candy ratio as well. Although I will say this, as you can see with the 90 overall players, there's benefits in here. If you want candy in bulk, this is technically the fastest way of getting them. And there's also obviously the chance you can find some good deals. As you can see, we see at 448 right here, you can likely find it lower than the 490 price that I've got written down. And if you do so, you're getting a good deal. Now, in simplest terms, if you want to snipe candy, you don't need a ton all at once. You don't need like 50,000 candy at one time. Snipe 84s. If you want a lot of candy and you want it quickly at a somewhat decent deal, you can buy 90. That's what you got to know. Okay, now how do we go through and spend this candy currency? Before we talk about that, let's give a quick shout out to Underdog Fantasy, who is the sponsor of this video, the sponsor of this YouTube channel. And if you want to go through and make some picks like the ones you see on the screen right here for Sunday football and potentially win a little money if you know ball, click that link in the description to download the app and use code SWIFT, because your boy has been able to make over $4,000 making picks on the NFL and the NBA just this year by making picks on Underdog. The way we did that is realistically by using the free picks, the profit boosters, and the discounts that they give you pretty much every single day. And if you want to give the app a try, if you put in the promo code SWIFT immediately after downloading it, you get $100 for free just to give it a shot. Poke around, make a couple picks. If you win money, you win money. It's $100 for free though, and that is only if you use code SWIFT. You also get my offensive and defensive ebook in this game by putting in code SWIFT. All right, now let's talk spending candy. In my personal opinion, there's a must-do, and there's a couple other things you guys can decide from in terms of spending here. Now, the first thing that I really think is a must-do is your most feared upgrade tokens. In particular, you gotta get your shapeshifter defensive player maxed out. Now, you're gonna be able to go through and get a bunch of free upgrade tokens by simply playing this game, whether it's field pass, whether it's solo challenges. You're gonna get the player up to a decent overall. I'm pretty sure the card's gonna get up to like an 85 overall pretty easily, so you are gonna have to go through and spend a little bit of that candy to get the player maxed out. You're probably gonna have to go and buy 5, maybe 6 of these tokens in total, but once you do so, that's a 90 overall player with a 90 at every single stat that can play any position on defense and gets all 32 team chems. I mean, come on, that's insane. That card is incredible. So the first thing that I really suggest everyone do, just clear that candy currency out on this. You're gonna want to go through until you got this player maxed out, and honestly, the sooner the better. Like, I'm willing to use my other upgrade tokens on other players in the future and not wait around to maybe save that 2K candy that I could save by waiting a couple days to maybe get some more progress in the field pass. I'm willing to save that. I'm willing to sacrifice that and spend it all right now because, bro, this is the best card in the most feared program. It's better than Randy Moss. He's 6'3" and can play any position. Randy Moss is 6'3", 90 speed, but he can't play any position. And Randy Moss doesn't get all 32 team chems. That's the best card in this entire game, arguably, right now. You need to get him upgraded. It's critical, man. So the first thing you want to do, spend it on that. Now, once you're in a situation where you've spent it on that, you're going to pick up a ton of other other candy throughout this program, and you're probably going to be at 10, 20, 30, 40, 50k candy in a couple of weeks from now, in a few days from now, depending on how much you're grinding. What do you want to spend it on? Well, there's a few options. Now, first things first, if you want to go through and take the consistent route, you want to just get coins back in return at probably the best rate possible. The 87 overall most feared fantasy pack and the 90 overall most feared champion fantasy pack are the move. At the time I'm recording this video, the 90 overall one is better. Reason being is there's cards like Randy Moss that are outliers, that are very, very expensive, that are expensive 90s, versus the 87s right here. They pretty much all sell for the same price. So if you want the most bang for your buck, you get to 50k and you pick Randy Moss. Otherwise, the floors of these packs, like the low 90s and the 87s, they sell for the same price, but obviously there's outliers in this 90 overall pack. So if you wanted the most coins possible on a coin per candy basis, when you're rolling it back into coins, you'd open up the 90 overall champ. Now, is that what you guys should be doing? Well, that's not necessarily what you should be doing, because there are other options you can go through and pick from. Let's explain how these other packs work. There's a trick or treat pack right here. This is insanely risky. You get an 80, a 90, or a 91 for 29k. Like, that's pretty similar to the price of a champion pack, and you could pull an 80. That's too risky for me. I'm sorry, that's too risky. Next up, there's the pack of packs right here, which can give you either a terrifying pack, 3 scary packs, 6 spooky packs, 8 80 plus players, 10 pater packs, 20 deep shot packs, or 40 Hail Mary packs. There's a ton of options in here. I went through, I looked at the numbers. If you pull a terrifying pack, you're basically getting the same rate as if you just bought the terrifying pack. If you pull a scary pack, you're basically getting the same rate as if you just bought a scary pack. These packs basically give you the same amount of value, but you don't have the choice. So I would rather just go through and actually take my choice than open up the pack of packs. If the pack of packs is good value and like 15k candy, that could be worth it, but at its current price, it's just not. Okay, other options in here. Now we get to the scary packs, the terrifying packs, the 82 pluses, and the 84 pluses. Now these packs right here, they're essentially the same thing, but the packs on the left, so the scary, spooky, and terrifying packs, they've got a little more potential than the 80 plus, 82 plus, and 84 plus. Because this spooky pack right here, it either gives you an 80 plus, it gives you candy, or it gives you a most feared scary pack. And obviously, if you get a scary pack, well, you got increased value. If you pulled the 80, it's basically the same as just opening up this pack right here. And the same thing's going to be said with the scary pack. You either pull an 82 plus, you get candy, or you get a terrifying pack. So it's basically like this, but with some added potential. And then the terrifying pack's the same thing. It's either an 87 plus or 25k candy. So you either get your coins back or you get 25k candy. I don't know how good the odds are on that, but it doesn't sound bad. Now, in terms of which pack you guys would want to open, I think the scary pack is the move. Out of the spooky, the terrifying, and these packs right here, I think the scary is the move. It gives you some fun potential because you can pull the terrifying pack, you can pull the candy, which could end up being a lot, or you would just end up getting the 82 plus, which honestly, you're not spending a ton more candy than just buying the 82 plus. It's 3k more, so sure, it's a decent bit more, but it's not like you're going through and dropping double the price of this for the extra potential. You're not spending a ton more for that extra potential. I feel like the scary pack right here is the move. If you pull a terrifying, that's amazing, right? Like, you just got a huge increase, versus if you open up the spooky right here and you pull a scary, I mean, you did good, but it doesn't feel as good as going from a scary to a terrifying. The potential in here feels way better. So for me personally, there are 3 options. The first thing you want to spend on, this is a non-negotiable, get your upgrade tokens, get your shapeshifter strong safety up to the maximum. Then once you've done that, you got 2 options. There's the safe option, which is going through and buying either the 90 overall pack or the 87. If you don't have all the way up to a 90 and you want to just clear out, the 87 is fine. If possible, getting to the 90 will give you really good returns. But if you want to get a little risky and you want to try a pack that has a little more risk, you go for the scary pack. For me personally, I think I'm probably going to take the risk. I'm going to get my upgrade tokens and then I'm probably going to give this a go. If this pack sucks or once I run out of all 5, then sure, I'll just be converting my candy with these 2. But to be fully honest with you, I think I'm going to be getting a somewhat decent amount of candy for free, whether it's playing solo challenges. I've gotten a good number just from solos. Realistically, all the number I've gotten so far is playing solos, quick selling some BNDs. As I start playing the event, I'm going to get more and more. I didn't even mention that in today's video because I was more so having this be a grinding guide, things you guys can actually do, things you guys can actually spend your coins on versus ways to get them for free and just grind for them. If you want to check out some content I made revealing the King Champion, this is critical for the most feared program and how you got to be spending those hidden tokens to get your mystery free 90, click the video you see on my face. And until next time, I'm out. Love y'all. See ya.